My fiancé said, "Your family won't be invited to our wedding. They're too embarrassing." I replied, "Understood." Then I called the venue and changed the reservation to a family reunion instead. Her mother's phone call the next morning was priceless. I, 31 male, was washing dishes when my fiancée Isabel, 29, dropped the bomb. We'd been engaged for 8 months, together for 3 years. "We need to talk about the guest list," she said, sitting at the kitchen table with her wedding planner binder. "What about it?" "Your family can't come." I turned off the water. "Excuse me? Look, I know this sounds harsh, but think about it rationally. Your dad drives a plumbing truck. Your mom wears clothes from discount stores. Your brother Trevor has that awful laugh, and your sister Coral still has that nose ring. And my colleagues will be there. My boss, the partners from the firm. Do you know what they'll think? That I have a family?" She sighed like I was being deliberately obtuse. "They'll think I'm marrying down. I've worked too hard to build my reputation to have it ruined by your uncle doing his card tricks or your cousins talking about their bowling league." I dried my hands slowly. "So you want me to not invite my entire family to my own wedding? It's our wedding, and yes, we'll have a separate celebration with them later. Maybe a barbecue or something more. Their speed." Their speed. My family who'd welcomed her with open arms, who'd never once made her feel bad about being an orphan until age 16, raised by her aunt, who'd included her in every holiday, every birthday, every random Sunday dinner. "Understood," I said. She smiled, relieved. "I knew you'd be reasonable. This is why I love you. You're so different from them." That night, while Isabel was at her book club, I called the venue. "Hi, this is Daniel Reeves. I have the Westfield Manor booked for August 15th. "Yes, Mr. Reeves, your wedding. How exciting." "Actually, I need to change the event type. It's going to be a family reunion instead." "Oh, did something happen?" "You could say that. Same date, same time, same catering package. Just update the event type in the name. It's now the Reeves family reunion." "Of course, sir. I'll update that right away." Next, I called my mom. "Hey Ma, change of plans. August 15th is now a Reeves family reunion. Invite everyone, and I mean everyone." "What about the wedding?" "There isn't going to be one." "Oh honey, I'm fine. Just make sure Uncle Pete brings his accordion." Update 1. The next morning, Isabel's Aunt Judith called me at 7 a.m. "What did you do?" "Good morning to you too, Judith. Isabel is hysterical. She says you canceled the wedding." "I didn't cancel anything. The venue is still booked. The catering is still ordered. I just changed it to a family reunion." "You can't be serious." As serious as Isabel was when she said my family was too embarrassing to attend our wedding. Silence. Then, "She didn't mean it like that." "How did she mean it? She just wants things to be elegant." "My family isn't elegant enough?" "You know what I mean." "I really don't." Judith huffed. "This is childish. Change it back immediately." "No. I'll call the venue myself." "You're not on the contract." "Only I am." Isabel insisted on that, remember? She didn't want my chaotic family involved in planning. Click. 20 minutes later, Isabel burst through the door. She'd left book club early when Judith told her, "Daniel, fix this, now." "Fix what?" "You know what. Call the venue and change it back." "Why would I do that? You said my family can't come to the wedding, so I'm having a family reunion instead. Same date, same place. You're welcome to attend if you'd like." Her face went red. "This is manipulation." "No. Manipulation is telling someone their family is too embarrassing to witness their wedding." "I was trying to protect us, protect our future." "From my dad, the plumber who worked overtime to help pay for your law school books when your student loans were delayed?" She actually stopped at that. For a second, I thought maybe reality was hitting. "Nope. That was different. That was private. This is public. Right? Can't have people knowing you associate with working class folks. Don't make this about class. You literally said my mom's clothes aren't good enough." She tried a different approach. Tears. "I just wanted one perfect day, one day where everything was beautiful and sophisticated. Is that so wrong?" "It is when it means excluding the people who love me." "I love you. You love the version of me you've created, the one without a family, apparently." She stormed out, but this was just the beginning. That afternoon, she sent her flying monkeys. First was her best friend Phoebe, who showed up at my office. "You need to fix this," Phoebe announced, barging in. "I'm working." Isabel is devastated. She's been planning this wedding for 2 years. She's been planning for 8 months. Emotionally planning for 2 years. Then she should have emotionally planned to include my family. Phoebe pulled out her phone. Look at this. Look what you're throwing away. She showed me Isabel's Pinterest board. Hundreds of images of an elegant wedding. No families in any of them, I noticed. Just the bride and groom and anonymous pretty people. Looks expensive, I said. It's sophisticated. Something your family wouldn't understand. You're right. They only understand love, loyalty, and showing up for people. She left in a huff. Next came Rowan, Isabel's coworker. He tried the bro approach. Man to man, he said, sitting uninvited in my office. You're making a mistake. Isabel's going places. Partnership track. You don't want to mess that up. By inviting my family to my wedding? By not understanding the game. Image matters. Your brother showed up to the firm Christmas party in a Pokemon t-shirt. It was casual Friday. It was Thursday. So that's the kind of thing that holds her back. People judge. And those people aren't worth impressing. He shook his head. You really don't get it. She's trying to build something. You're destroying it because your feelings are hurt. My feelings aren't hurt. My decision is made. But Isabel wasn't done. That evening, she tried the nuclear option. Update 2. The nuclear option was a PowerPoint. No, I'm not kidding. She set up her laptop in the living room and called me in. The title slide read, Why Traditional Weddings Are Outdated, A Modern Approach to Marriage Ceremonies. Sit, she commanded. I sat. Slide 1. Statistics show that smaller, curated weddings have higher satisfaction rates. Slide 2. Family drama causes 67% of wedding day stress, no source cited. Slide 3. Photos from her firm's events, all sophisticated, all boring-looking people holding champagne. Slide 4. A photo of my Uncle Pete with his accordion. She'd circled it in red with the words, This is why, underneath. Uncle Pete is a treasure, I said. Uncle Pete played Baby Shark at your cousin's wedding. The kids loved it. The partners won't. She clicked through 23 more slides. The last one was just a photo of us with the words, Choose us. I do choose us, I said. But us includes my family. Always has. She slammed the laptop shut. Then you're choosing them over me. No, I'm choosing not to marry someone who's ashamed of where I come from. I'm not ashamed. I'm strategic. Strategically ashamed. She moved out that night, went to Judith's, but the drama was just ramping up. Wednesday, I got a call from the caterer. Mr. Reeves, we've received a conflicting request about the menu. What kind of request? Miss Hartley called saying to change everything to vegan options only. I'm not vegan, neither is she. She said your family's food choices were too pedestrian and this would elevate things. Keep the original menu. She's quite insistent. She's called 4 times. I'm the one on the contract. Yes, sir. Thursday, the photographer called. Hey, your fiancée wants me to only shoot in black and white. She says color photos will highlight your family's unfortunate fashion choices. Shoot in color. She offered me an extra $1,000 to ignore you. Did you take it? Nah, man, that's messed up. Friday was the cake tasting we'd scheduled months ago. I still went. Why waste good cake? Isabel showed up with Judith and Phoebe. They sat at a different table, loudly discussing how some people don't understand social capital. The baker, Renata, looked confused. Are you together? We're complicated, I said. He's being vindictive, Isabel announced. I make one suggestion about the guest list and he cancels our entire wedding. I didn't cancel it. I changed it to a family reunion. Renata's eyes went wide. Oh wow. He's excluding me from my own wedding, Isabel continued. You're excluding my family from it first, I pointed out. That's different. How? Because they're... She stopped. Go on, say it, in front of witnesses. They're not our kind of people, Renata gasped. Actually gasped. And what kind of people are they, I asked. You know what I mean. The baker doesn't. Explain it to her. Isabel grabbed her purse. This is entrapment. This is you being honest for once. She stormed out. Judith followed. Phoebe stayed long enough to grab a cake sample, then ran after them. Renata looked at me. You want the chocolate or the vanilla for your reunion? Chocolate. My brother Trevor loves chocolate. The one with the awful laugh? You heard that? Honey, the whole bakery heard that. Saturday morning, Isabel tried a new tactic. My employer. Update 3. My boss, Gregory, called me into his office Monday morning. Daniel, I received a concerning call over the weekend. Let me guess, Isabel? Her aunt, actually. She suggested you might be having a mental health crisis? Because I won't exclude my family from my wedding? She said you canceled your wedding to throw a reunion instead? That's accurate. Gregory leaned back. Want to talk about it? I explained the whole thing. Gregory listened, then laughed. My wife's family tried something similar 30 years ago. Said I wasn't good enough. Wrong background, you know. What did you do? Married her anyway. Her family came around eventually, but she never asked me to exclude my people. That's the difference. Yeah. Take the week if you need it. I'm good. Work keeps me sane. That afternoon, Isabel escalated. She sent a formal legal letter from her firm on letterhead. Dear Mr. Reeves, this letter serves as formal notice regarding the wedding contract signed for August 15th. As co-participant in this event, Ms. Hartley demands equal access to vendor decisions. It went on for 2 pages. Basically, she was trying to legally force me to change it back to a wedding. I called my cousin Dimitri. He's a lawyer, not at a fancy firm like Isabel's. He does family law and estate planning, but he knows his stuff. She can't force anything, he said after reading it. You're the sole name on contracts. Also, this is an inappropriate use of firm resources. Does her boss know she's using letterhead for personal disputes? Doubt it. Want me to respond? Officially? Yeah, I'll make it fun. His response also on letterhead was beautiful. Dear Miss Hartley, your letter has been reviewed. As you are neither contractually bound to the vendors nor legally married to my client, you have no standing. Furthermore, using firm resources for personal matters may interest your bar association. Additionally, my client notes that excluding family members from weddings based on their socioeconomic status could be considered discrimination. While not legally actionable in this context, it's morally reprehensible. The Reeves family reunion will proceed as planned. You are welcome to attend as a guest if you can behave appropriately around people who work for a living. Sincerely, Dimitri Reeves, Esker. P.S. I'll be wearing my best bowling shirt. Isabel called screaming within an hour. Your cousin threatened me. With consequences? With the bar. Then maybe don't use your firm's letterhead for personal vendettas. I'm trying to save our wedding. There is no our wedding. You made that clear when you said my family wasn't good enough. I never said that. You literally said exactly that. Multiple times. She hung up. Tuesday, her Aunt Judith showed up at my apartment with an offer. Let's be reasonable, she said, pushing past me. What will it take? For what? To fix this. To have the wedding. Include my family. Besides that. That's it. That's the only requirement. She pulled out a checkbook. I'll write you a check for $20,000 right now if you exclude them and marry Isabel as planned. I stared at her. You're trying to buy me off? I'm trying to secure my niece's future. She's worked too hard to have it derailed by, she gestured vaguely. By my plumber father? My retail worker mother? You know what society is like. I know what you're like. 30,000. Get out. You'll regret this. Isabel is the best thing that ever happened to you. No, she was the best thing that happened to my resume, apparently. There's a difference. Wednesday brought the smear campaign. Isabel posted on social media about escaped a narcissistic relationship and when someone shows you their true colors. My sister Coral called. Yo, your ex is calling you abusive online. I saw. Want me to respond? Nah, let her dig her own hole. And dig she did. She posted screenshots of our text conversations but edited them. Forgot that our mutual friends had seen the originals where she called my family embarrassing and low class. Her friend Margot actually texted me. Did Isabel really say your mom's clothes were too cheap? Yep. Yikes. One by one, people started seeing through it. Final update. The Reeves family reunion was Saturday. By Thursday, Isabel was desperate. She showed up at my door at 11 p.m. with a suitcase. I'm moving back in, she announced. No, you're not. This is my home too. Your name's not on the lease. We're engaged. Were. Past tense. She tried to push past me. I didn't budge. I'll call the police. Please do. Explain to them how you're trying to break into your ex-boyfriend's apartment. She sat on the hallway floor. I gave up everything for you. What did you give up? I told people I was getting married. And now I'll look stupid. There it was. The real issue. Not love, not our relationship, her image. That's not my problem anymore. Please, just, let's have the wedding. Your family can come to the reception, just not the ceremony. No, I'll compromise. They can come to the ceremony but not speak. What? They can be there but they have to be quiet and sit in the back and not be in photos. Are you seriously negotiating my family's presence like they're unruly pets? I'm trying. No, you're not. You're trying to save face. There's a difference. She finally left at 1 a.m. after my neighbor threatened to call building security. Friday, the day before the reunion, Judith called with one last attempt. The partners at Isabel's firm found out about the situation. And? They're not happy. Using firm letterhead, the scene at the bakery that Renata posted about on her business page. It doesn't look good. That's unfortunate. She could lose her job. She should have thought about that before she acted entitled to something that wasn't hers. You're ruining her life over pride. She ruined our relationship over snobbery. Just have the wedding. Ma'am, with all due respect, there's no world where I marry someone who thinks my family is beneath her. They are beneath her. She's a lawyer. Your dad unclogs toilets. And when Isabel's toilet gets clogged, who does she call? A lawyer or a plumber? She hung up. Saturday. The reunion. The Westfield Manor was perfect. My mom had outdone herself with decorations, not sophisticated, not elegant, just warm and welcoming. Paper lanterns, photos of family through the years, Uncle Pete's accordion in the corner. My dad pulled me aside. You okay, son? Better than okay. We would have stayed home, you know, if it meant you could be happy. I know, Dad. That's exactly why you should be here. The whole family showed up. Cousins I hadn't seen in years. My brother Trevor with his supposedly awful laugh that filled the room with joy. My sister Coral with her nose ring sparkling. My mom in her discount store dress looking beautiful. Around 2 p.m. unexpected guests arrived. Margot, Isabel's friend. Hope it's okay. I wanted to support you. What Isabel did was gross. Then Renata the baker with a cake. On the house. Anyone who stands up to that kind of snobbery gets free cake. Then Gregory, my boss with his wife. Wanted to meet the family that raised such a principled man. Even the photographer showed up. Deposit was non-refundable. Might as well take some family photos. But the real surprise came at 3 p.m. Isabel arrived. In a wedding dress, full veil, train, the works. The room went silent. Uncle Pete actually stopped mid-accordion note. I'm here to get married, she announced. To who? Coral asked. To Daniel. This is our wedding day. This is a family reunion, I said. No, it's a wedding. I'm here. I'm ready. Your family is here. Everyone wins. Isabel, we're not together anymore. Yes, we are. I never agreed to break up. You moved out. Temporarily. You tried to legally force me to change venues. I was passionate. You offered me money to exclude my family. That was Judith. Judith, who just walked in behind her, looked stunned. You told me to. The room was watching like it was a soap opera. Trevor started eating popcorn from the snack table. Daniel, Isabel walked toward me. Train dragging. I love you. Marry me. Right now. The photographer's here. We have food, music. Just say yes. No. Why? Because you're not sorry. You're just sorry there are consequences. I am sorry. For what, specifically? For making you feel bad. Not for insulting my family. They weren't supposed to know. Gasps from the crowd. My mom stepped forward. Sweetheart, she said to Isabel gently, you need to leave. You don't get to talk to me. Wrong move. The entire room shifted. My dad stood up. Trevor stopped eating popcorn. Even Uncle Pete looked serious. That's my wife, Dad said quietly. You'll speak to her with respect or you'll leave. This is my wedding venue. No, I said. It's the Reeves family reunion venue, and you're not a Reeves. Security finally arrived. Judith had called them, but not for the reason she intended. Ma'am, we need you to leave, they told Isabel. I'm the bride. There's no wedding here, ma'am. This is a private family event. She had to be escorted out, in her wedding dress, crying, Judith trailing behind making threats about lawsuits. The reunion continued. Uncle Pete played Baby Shark. The kids loved it. Adults too, honestly. Trevor's laugh filled the space. Coral taught everyone a TikTok dance. My mom cried happy tears. Gregory made a toast to families who show up, no matter what they're wearing. Later that evening, I got a text from an unknown number. It was Rowan, Isabel's coworker. Heard what happened. She's at a bar in her wedding dress telling everyone you're abusive. Also, she got suspended from the firm for the letterhead thing. Thought you should know. I didn't respond, didn't need to. Sunday morning, Judith left me a voicemail. You've destroyed her. She's lost everything. Her reputation, possibly her job, her future. I hope you're satisfied. I wasn't satisfied. I wasn't happy about it. But I wasn't sorry either. Actions have consequences. Isabel thought she could erase my family to climb her social ladder. Instead, she tripped on her own entitlement. My cousin Dimitri summed it up best during the reunion. She wanted a wedding without a marriage, image without substance. Can't build a life on that. It's been 2 weeks now. I heard through Margot that Isabel moved to another state to start fresh. Apparently she's telling people she called off the wedding because I was too controlling. Meanwhile, I'm having dinner with my parents this Sunday. Trevor's bringing his new girlfriend. Coral's making her famous mac and cheese. Uncle Pete's threatening to bring his accordion again. Exactly the kind of people I want in my life. At my future wedding. At everything. Oh, and Renata the baker? We're getting coffee Thursday. Turns out she thinks Trevor's laugh is charming and my dad's plumbing stories are fascinating. Isabel would be mortified. Good.